Look, Mom asked me to give you some advice about middle school. It's real simple. Don't talk to anyone. Don't look at anyone. Don't go anywhere. Don't sit down. Don't raise your hand. Don't go to the bathroom. Don't get noticed. Don't choose the wrong locker. Don't. Who am I kidding? You'll be dead or homeschooled by the end of the year anyway. Have a nice day, Tater Tot.
Terrible. The start of the new school year is exciting for a lot of kids, but can also prompt a spike in anxiety in children, as well as for parents. So how can you shake off those back-to-school jitters? Here with some advice for us is licensed mental health counselor and registered play therapist Shantala Boss. Great to see you, Shantala.
You as well.
Thanks for being here. Okay, I can tell you this is going on at my house between the three of them. Two are very excited and one's a little nervous. And it's sort of that struggle every year of how do you best prepare them, because you want them to get off to a good start.
Absolutely. Well, that was a perfect little clip, because thinking about all the different things that are coming up before the first day of school, you can see that little boy was completely overwhelmed by his big brother. And I think sometimes that's what happens, is kids are overwhelmed with how they're going to perform, who they're going to meet, what they're going to do, is it going to get okay, what are people going to think of them. So there's all these expectations that their parents place on them kind of unknowingly, but it overwhelms children. So what I really want to focus on and talking about with parents right now is being mindful. When I say being mindful, being present, being in the moment. This is the first day of school. You know, who are you going to meet? Who is your best friend? Thinking about what makes you happy, what you're looking forward to, meeting your teachers. You don't have to think about that big exam in 6 months, or whether or not you're going to get into college, or what everybody's going to think about you. But right now, right today, what's going on with you? So talking to parents about coping skills for kids, about really being in tune with their body and in their emotions, and when they get anxious, how to handle that and how to recognize it, and how to get back in tune with their breathing, their senses, what's going on around them, instead of way down the future where their head is somewhere that this calamity is going to happen.
Right. We have to focus on today,
Today,
not tomorrow,
absolutely.
not next week. Now, what about for parents? Because I think a lot of times what parents do is they worry, oh gosh, if my child goes in there and doesn't set a good example, or it doesn't perform well, that reflects poorly on me. And so then they heap all of that on the child, and they have their own anxiety going on.
Right. Well, they're models for their kids. So if they're having this anxiety and they're having these thoughts and they're having these fears, it's going to happen to the children. And the problem is children learn their weaknesses and strengths on their own through trial and error. So if parents place that on them and say, don't do this and do that and act like this and do what you do well here, but they don't encourage them to learn socially and adapt and practice those things on their own, and then maybe reflect on it and go back and talk about it later, then the children can get very anxious and they can get very fearful and not push themselves to go out or try new things or meet new people, because they're afraid, because their parents have dumped all this fear and anxiety on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any night before school starts advice for the parents, Shantala? What should we be doing?
Well, we can practice mindfulness.
Okay.
You know, every day when we're in the moment, we're feeling anxious, feeling what's going on within our body, feeling our breathing, thinking about what are these emotions and thoughts, and what's really the issue. It's first day of school. The kids are going to have a good time. Let's focus on what makes the kids happy and not worry so much about way down the future.
Right. Hopefully no homework on the first day.
Yes.
Right? No homework on the first day. Shantala Boss, always great to see you. How can our viewers find you?
My website is shantalaboss.com.
All right, great to see you. 8:16 right now. Let's talk to Jamie King.